All right, last we played, you guys came back to Port Nyanzaru to, I don't know what you were doing, to be honest. Find allies. That's what you were trying to do. Find allies and to help you defeat the Lich
We
and
finished
stop the
fighting that
Soulmonger.
dude and his cronies.
Yeah.
Yes, you were confronted by Bartholomew, who told you that you had sold him some ghoul heads that you said he could redeem, and then he said that he lost his ship trying to go there and back.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you just like murdered that dude. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wouldn't listen to Quantum, so
We killed him, right?
yes.
And we looted his body, correct?
If he would have just listened to Silo, then everything would have worked out fine for him. But no,
Right?
he'll never sail a ship again. Yeah, so we were on our way to talk to the guy who is in charge of letting me fucking have a shop.
yeah. Hogan, didn't you find like a scroll or something on that dude?
Yeah, but I don't know what it was.
Minotaur penis 4. Alligator penis.
Don't be looking in my pockets, man.
You know, Hoagie, I can donate like
You got a penis? You're willing to
don't.
give?
I bet he does have a penis.
I've got a dagger.
I've got some
You owe me 50
magical
gold.
parrot feathers you can put in there as like, just to spice it up a little. Get your magical parrot feathers and your penises here.
Bro, we can sell whatever the fuck you guys want at this shop, and we'll just split whatever gold we make. I don't care. I just want to have a shop. And penises were the most exotic item I could find.
Okay, if I recall, you were told that Queothe, the merchant prince Queothe, would probably be the one to approach about getting a shop to sell penises at.
Busy the other day, according to.
Yeah, and he's up here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had a party marker.
Yeah, we're like over here.
I'll make this kind of big. It's easy to see. What the fuck? Did that just disappear?
I don't see nothing, so I'm guessing it did.
How did that just disappear? Going crazy, man. Okay. So we'll assume you're able to go around here and do. You find yourself in front of Queothe's villa.
Hey, I want to knock
I
on the
bet you
door
could say so.
and tell him I'm looking for Queothe.
The guards at the front gate kind of shake their heads slowly, and one of them says, "She's not here at the moment. The merchant princes are holed up trying to figure out what to do about the death of Jasmine."
Who's that?
Who's Jasmine?
Yeah.
He says, have you never been to Port Nyanzaru before?
Well, I've been here, sir, but I'm not incredibly familiar.
Mm. She was one of the merchant princes. She died a few weeks back, and there's some contention about who's going to be her heir.
Interesting. Who seems to be in the lead running for her replacement?
Sorry, I'm still eating. My mouth is full.
No, you're good, bro.
Um,
He can think about it.
Can I interest you in a Minotaur penis?
they say, well, her daughter, Yemezra, claims that she appointed her heir before she died, but there's no official documentation on that. And without a claimed heir, the merchant princes are supposed to vote on who will be the supersede her or succeed her.
And when is this decision supposed to be made?
Well, they're discussing it right now.
Oh, yeah?
So I suppose as soon as they come to a decision, they're over at the Temple of Savaris if you'd like to go, but I doubt the guards will let you in.
Interesting.
Here, let me mark your map, because that's what all the NPCs say.
She's over this way, sir.
All right. Well, I'm down to go over there. At least give it a shot.
Sounds good.
Who seems to be the favorite among all who can be voted on?
The guard says, well, typically only the richest of the residents of Port Nyanzaru are considered for the role, but I'm really not sure if that they're holding to that at this point. Seems like a lot of sketchy things have been going around here lately.
Can you go into more detail about sketchy things?
Best not to.
It's understood. Thank you for your time, sir.
No problem. Good luck.
All right, so we're going over there?
I mean, he said the guards aren't going to let us in even if we try to go over there.
Yeah, I know what he said.
I mean, I'll follow you to hell and back, Worf.
I didn't carry these penises all the way back to fucking town to not try.
All the way back down. What
Do
if
you
you
think we
just
need to like dry these things out or something? Or do you want to put them in like a jar to preserve them or something?
I haven't gotten that far yet, man.
I'm just spitballing here. I've never encountered a man who collected penises of fallen enemies.
I mean, I've never been a man that collected penis of fallen enemies.
It's just kind of, you chose you.
You know, just sort of happened, bro.
I get it.
I didn't choose the penis life.
No.
Penis
The penis life chose
me.
me. Oh, I didn't. All right, so you're heading over here.
Mm-hmm.
So you head over to this temple of Savaris. And sure enough, there are guards outside, and there's actually kind of like a gathering of people outside, just kind of waiting and watching and murmuring.
Waiting and watching and murmuring.
Waiting to hear a decision come from the
How many
merchant
people are
princes.
about?
There's probably 20, 25 maybe. This is kind of a ritzy part of town, so they're all very well dressed and clean.
Okay.
Really? How many
Well-
guards?
I mean, there's several guards around. Mostly the guards are around the temple itself.
Okay, well, I'd like to wait.
I'm just gonna wait.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want, what else am I supposed to do? Everybody else is waiting.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead, Ben.
No. Go ahead. You're about to progress.
I was just gonna say you're gonna wait there for. We'll say it's midday, and by like dinner time, you wait around for 3 or 4 hours, and around dinner time, the guards kind of begin to push everyone back, and they say like, clear the streets, and after everyone kind of scatters off to the sides, they open the doors, and the princes begin to walk out with their guard escorts and head back to their homes. You see 6 individuals which look like they're being guarded by the guards. One of them you recognize, which is Wakanga, who Syndra, your benefactor, said she would be staying with as you guys search for the soulmonger.
Uh-huh.
I think, did you meet another one? I think you met another one too, but I can't remember which one that was. Anything? You still waiting?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. For me, I guess. Whatever. I mean, I'm kind of just rolling with my boy Worf here.
I want to go talk to Syndra. Maybe she's got some political pull that can fucking make this happen.
Okay. So you're gonna go back to Wakanga's house?
Sure.
All right. I think Wakanga's house was right here, actually, in this square. But we'll say you follow him back to his home, and you're stopped by the guards at the front, which say no more visitors. Wakanga is very tired after the negotiations happening today.
I mean, that's possible, but I'm not here to see her. I'm here to see Syndra.
Oh, you're friends with Syndra?
Yeah.
Very well. Go into the waiting area. He kind of leads you into a little waiting room, and after a few minutes, a servant comes and gets you and takes you up to a bedroom on the second story, and you enter. And Syndra, who was visibly ill last time you saw her, now looks like she is like on her deathbed. She's curled up in a bed, blankets covered her, and she's kind of shivering and murmuring to herself.
All right. So, first of all, I want to say, Syndra, you don't look so well. Is there anything that I can do for you to make you feel better?
She kind of looks up and says, "Oh, you're back. Did you find the soulmonger?"
We found out where this is gonna be, but it's a pretty good trek from here, and we need more men. So we came back to try to raise some sort of militia to go with us.
She kind of nods her head and says, "Oh, good. Please, you must hurry.
Okay.
For time is running short."
All right, and I really do want to hurry, but we've got wares that we need to offload, and we are told that we can't have a shop because apparently there is nobody in town that can sell us shop space. So we were hoping maybe you could help with that, and then we can be on our way.
She kind of shakes her head. Shop space? What? There are plenty of merchants who will purchase your extra wares down at the market. Just offload them there.
Well, we kind of want to be our own bosses and have our own space. It would definitely help to economically help this venture that we are on.
Yeah.
If we could finance
gold, Syndra.
ourselves.
We need finer weapons and armor for this quest.
She kind of growls in disappointment. You did I not finance you well enough? Promise you riches upon completion of your quest.
Yes, that's understandable, but you gotta see it from our way. We have taken on fucking haunted temples with booby traps. We have swallowed snakes. All right. We have battled alligators and undead and minotaurs.
And camps of sick and dead.
Yep. We've faced disease, crazy trolls, or
I got bit by a
dwarves.
snake and got the chili fever.
That's true.
She says, I warned you it would be a perilous quest.
Oh yes, and I am definitely able to accept that it is a perilous quest. But I don't feel like having a place to offload our wares that we find along the way is too much to ask.
Very well. If it will get you back on the quest quicker,
For sure.
tell Wakanga that I support you. I'm sure he will do what he can.
Okay. And where can I find him? Because we were told he wasn't accepting visitors. Can you send us with a guard to tell the other guards to let us talk to him?
She kind of nods her head and waves over one of the servants that's waiting nearby and whispers something in their ear, and they lead you off to another room.
Okay.
And they lead you off to another bedroom where you're told to wait for a few minutes. And after a little bit, another servant comes and gets you and leads you back downstairs and into a familiar room, which is like it's a big square room on the side of the house with a big hot tub right in the middle of it.
Oh shit!
And this is where you met Wakanga the first time. And just like last time, he's sitting in his hot tub, kind of enjoying the water, and makes you kind of wonder if he ever leaves his hot tub because you've only ever seen him there like 2 of the 3 times you've seen him. But you're let in front of him, and he kind of, though last time he was very excited to meet you and happy, he kind of seems worn out and tired. Kind of sighs and says, "Yes, I hear you have a you seek something from me that Syndra seems to think I can give to you."
Yes, we're just looking for a space to sell our wares that we find along the journey that we are on to take care of this death curse. And we need this space to finance our adventures in defeating this thing.
Wares, you say? He kind of perks his interest, like he's not so tired of having you here. He says, "Well, what kind of wares do you seek to sell?"
All kinds of things that we have found along our trek. We've got some magical parrot feathers and some minotaur penises and maybe some weaponries that we find, various poisons and potions that we may discover.
Yes. 1 second. Let's see. Well, usually we merchant princes divide the market based on the type of product being sold. But if you seek to have a variety shop that would have a more expansive inventory, then perhaps we could accommodate you.
Oh yes, much of course.
Where were you hoping to open this shop?
Wherever you have space. Preferably in one of the more traveled areas of town.
Yeah.
He says, well, come back tomorrow and I will see about getting you a spot in the Red Bazaar.
Okay. And if you would happen to know anybody who is perhaps down on their luck and needs a little bit of work, we were also going to need a shopkeep.
You don't seek to run this business yourself?
Well, with us being out trying to defeat the death curse, as you recall, it's going to be kind of hard for us to be here and be there.
Very well. I'm sure there will be those around who you can find. With the influx of adventurers coming to Chult lately looking for the soulmonger, there are many who are seeking to get into the sale business.
Okay, well, if you happen to know of any and you point us in their direction, I'll be sure to make sure that they have a job.
Very well.
Okay, well, we'll return tomorrow.
Very well, I will see you then.
All right. How about we go get Silo and ale?
What's that?
I'm
Let's
down.
go get you an ale. How about that?
Why is that?
Why not? You're a big thirsty
Oh,
man.
well, don't you have to? Don't you have to shut up your shop?
Oh, we have to talk to this guy tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, let's go for a drink.
All right, so where are you headed to? If you recall, there's two inns in town. One is the Thundering Lizard, and one is Kaya's House of Repose.
I propose that we
Alright.
go to the one that has maybe the shadier part of town, because while we're there getting some drinks and bedding down for the evening, we could also talk to some people about coming with us to fight the Soulmonger.
I mean, they're both in the same part of town, so.
All right.
But the Thundering Lizard is more boisterous and has more of a varied clientele.
Okay. Let's go there.
All right. Doop doo. Set you over here. All right, you go to the Thundering Lizard. They offer you beds for the night for 5 silver apiece.
Okay.
Meals will be extra, of course.
Hey, I feel like I'm really messing things up right now, but I have a card over here that says mace, heavy crossbow, and leather armor, and
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I don't recall.
You must have found that somewhere.
Isn't that from the guy we killed in town? Didn't he have a crossbow? Or
Okay, sweet. Okay, I I forgot where I'd acquired these items. I guess I was the one who looted him. Sweet. Okay, moving right along.
Well, there was a few people.
Nice. Sorry, I just lost track of what I had going on over here. My bad. I didn't mean to break up the immersion.
Yeah, quit fucking up my immersion, man.
I'm sorry,
I'm
dude.
going to a tavern. I can
I know.
basically taste the milk right now.
Okay.
So, are we at the tavern?
Yeah.
All right. So, I'll take a milk.
Okay.
I'd like to take a survey of the patronage that is currently in the tavern. What are there any folks that seem to be of money, maybe have money, maybe someone who I could talk into a drinking contest or something of that nature.
So you're in kind of the lower tier inn around town, the cheaper
Okay.
one. So that it doesn't look like people here are super like, monetarily well off. But there are, several groups in here. There's like there's a pair of gnomes that seem to be discussing something in the corner. There's a group of 3 humans that are sitting by themselves as well, and then one looks to be an elf that's by himself.
Okay. I'd like to get everybody's attention.
Okay.
Oh,
And I want to tell them that we are going to take on the Soulmonger and are looking for people to come on our journey to help us fight this evil and do away with the death curse.
You're looking for help.
Yes.
Everybody kind of looks at you, and one guy says, "What's it pay?"
It doesn't. It pays your freedom.
which is in our quests.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
what?
What if we want gold?
If you want gold, you'll have to look elsewhere, but you'll have to do that while you're running for your lives, because the death curse has no prejudice and is coming for us all.
Everybody kind of waves you off and goes back to their prior conversations.
Well, would you really rather wait for it to arrive at your doorstep and then have to run than to come face it head on?
Some people don't even believe the death curse is real.
Oh, it's real.
One guy says from the
I've
back.
seen it. And when it gets here, you'll have to run. And you will. You'll run. And you'll live, at least for a while. And then, as you die in your beds many years from now, you're going to look from that day back, and you're going to wonder why you didn't take that one chance just to go over there and tell your enemies that they were not going to take your lives and they'll never take your freedom.
That was moving. I'm ready to go kill him right now.
Yeah, nobody seems to take you seriously.
What a bunch of fucking pussies.
That was a very empowering speech. Good job.
I'm riveted at the moment.
Bam's like, I'm ready to lay my life down for you.
I was distracted from trying to pickpocket for just a moment.
Well, I guess if you guys want to sit here and wait for the death curse to arrive and die as a bunch of cowards in your beds, who am I to stop you? And I just sit back down and start drinking my milk.
I'd like to approach the table that has 3 humans at it and say, "Good evening, gentlemen. How are you on this fine evening? What brings you to the port of Nianzaru?"
They look at you. They look up at you and kind of go, looking for treasure. But that's not really your business, is it?
I too am in search of treasure. I'm always looking for gold and glory, as I always say. What type of gold and treasure do you seek, my friends?
One of them says, "You see, son, that makes you the enemy, and I don't like the enemy."
We're all friends here, my good sir. I mean you no harm. I'm just here to have a good drink and a good conversation.
You may not mean me harm, but that doesn't mean I don't mean you harm. You must go back to your friends, boy. And hope I don't see you outside of town.
Well, you gentlemen have a good evening.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Hogan, while Bam is having that conversation, this human guy that you previously didn't see in the bar approaches your table And he says, "It was a mighty fine speech you gave there."
Well, thank you. It came from my dwarven heart.
I take from your description that you guys have been out into the jungle. Yes.
Oh, yes. We've been out to the jungle, all the way out to Camp Vengeance and beyond, and now we've returned.
He says, interesting. Might I present to you a possible trade that would benefit us both?"
I'm open to everything.
Says, "I represent some wealthy benefactors back in Waterdeep, and they seek an accurate map of Chult. You see, it's very hard to come by these days. Specifically, one that shows the locations of Nangalore and Oralunga.
Hmm.
Seems
Oralunga.
very few know of where these places are located, but mayhap you have stumbled upon one of them."
I may be familiar. It depends.
Says, "Well, I have my own private ship here in the docks, you see, that I would happily trade for such a map."
Oh, yeah? Tell me about this ship.
He said, "It's a mighty fine sailing vessel, take you anywhere around the continent of Chult that you wish to go. I'll even have it come with a crew and fully furnished, ready to go."
Really?
And the ship would become ours?
"Yes, of course,
And the crew
if you
as
can
well?
provide the map I desire."
It's just a map? Oh wait, he's having this conversation, not me, right?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Well, let me sip on my milk for a few minutes and think about this, and I will gladly come to your table with a decision on if I can supply you with such map.
He stretches out his hand to offer it and to shake yours, and he says, "Larrick Dashland is my name. If you decide to take our trade, I'll be here at the Thundering Lizard anytime."
All right. Well heard, sir.
He nods and walks away.
All right. So, what do you think, boys? We've got a map to Oralunga. And what was the other place?
Nangalore.
Mangalore. We've been there too, correct? Where's that place?
Is that maybe the place where those people would drop off the food? Am I thinking of that place, or the pyramid place where there was a bunch of traps?
The pyramid was Oralunga.
Yeah, that was like the temple of Crocodile and
okay.
Man, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oralunga.
Do you want me to pull up
was-
the Chult
Yeah,
map?
yeah. Oralunga, wasn't that the place where we swallowed snakes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see this map, sir.
I haven't put it up yet. Calm
Oh.
down.
Well, I never know right
Oh.
now.
My God, this thing is doing the same thing again. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so we've been down here. We've been to Vorn and Oralunga, and where is this other place this guy's talking about?
It's called Nangalore.
Nangalore. Maybe
Does
we
not look
haven't
like you've been there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we've been to Nangalore. Well, we could see what he would do for a map to Oralunga. I mean, that's half of
I mean,
what he's
can
doing.
we can just draw him a map. We can, right? We don't need to give him our map. We can like say, hey, we'll draw you a map. This is how you get there, right?
So you want to lie to him and tell him that this random spot is the other spot? Is that what you're saying to me?
No. I'm saying we can say, hey, we can make you a map. I just don't want to have to give him our map. That way
No,
we have
you'll
to.
still be able to have your map.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our bargaining with him is, hey, we'll give you the directions, the map, whatever it is, to Orlunga.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like you're gonna lose your map in this deal.
Right. And where else did he want to go besides Orlunga?
Nangalore.
Yeah.
Nangalore.
Yeah, we don't know where that's at.
Okay. Yeah. I guess let's see what he'll do for us for at least a map to Orlunga. I mean, that'll get him
What do you
pretty
think,
damn
Silo?
close.
Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt. Unless we find the other place. But maybe he's got an idea of where it's located. Why it's so important.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, do we still have to talk to like the mayor of the city to scrounge up an army?
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping we could pick up some people here at the taverns, but they're all bitches.
Well, that one guy said, right? Oh, that's the guy we're talking to right now, right? Your speech was moving, but I'd like a map to Orlunga and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe if we say, hey man, if we give you this map to Orlunga, I understand that's not exactly where you want to be, but it's pretty close. You know, maybe you could spare men, and if you're not willing to spare your ship and a crew.
Yeah, I'll just go talk to the dude.
Okay.
Alright.
Or maybe I'll just go over to him and tell him why doesn't he join my party for a chat.
Okay. Like join your table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good idea.
He agrees. He comes over, sits down with you,
All right.
says, "Oh, I'm happy that didn't take long. Do you
Yeah.
have what I seek?"
So here's the thing. We've only got a map to one location, and that is Orlunga. We also have information on everything you may want to know about Orlunga, so that's a bonus. As for the second location, we are unsure of its location. So we were hoping perhaps we could work out a deal with a map to Orlunga and information about Orlunga because we've been there.
And what deal did you see to make?
Well, see, the ship would be nice, but what we really need is men because we are on a journey to go fight to resolve this death curse that not many people in this town is looking to help with. So, if you could help us perhaps man a party to go assist us, you can keep the ship and we will give you the map and all the information we know about Orlunga.
He kind of chuckles and says, "Men are a much rarer commodity than that of ships these days, my friends.
Tell me about it.
And I rarely spend coins seeking out fairy tales either. But I'll tell you what, I will give you free passage from Port Nyanzaru anywhere in Schultz for what you have.
Anywhere in Schult?
To any coast I can take you, I will happily do so.
Really?
Though once there, it will be your jobs to make it back."
Of course. Okay. Anybody else have anything to say to this guy? Questions,
I'd like
comments?
I'd like to pull out one of my the red magical parrot feathers that sheens in the light.
Sheens in the light.
I'd like to say we may be able to provide you with the map to Orlunga, but you're gonna need more than just the map, sir. You'll need guidance as to how to navigate through Orlunga. And this feather can provide you that guidance, or at least most of the guidance. Is there not more you can do for us today?
He says, until you come up with a map to Nengalore as well as Orlunga, passage is the best I can provide.
What's in Nanulor?
That is for my master's eyes only. Trust that it is of a personal nature.
Really? Has nothing to do with the death curse?
As I said, I don't trade in fairy tales.
Aha. Okay. Well, what do you
So,
boys think?
do you accept my offer?
I mean, if he's willing to take us anywhere we need to go just for a written map to Orlunga, then if he doesn't think he needs the feather, then by all means. How about I say, hey, I tell you what, or what if we give him the map and we'll give him 2 of the feathers that I have for 50 gold, as well as portage to wherever we'd like in Shult. These feathers uh, imperative for your passage through Orlung.
He kind of eyes you and considers, and finally says, "Very well, 50 gold for the feathers."
All right.
What do you think, Silo? Been real quiet this evening.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm looking at the map. Kind of ask him like, this is area that you're looking for. What part of the continent is it at? Do you know, like what general area?
He says, I've seen forged maps that show it anywhere from Refugee Bay all the way to Jahaka Bay. I couldn't tell you which is more accurate, to be honest.
What was the first thing he said? I'm sorry.
Refugee Bay?
Refugee Bay. Okay. Damn. I bet it's probably more near Jahaka Bay.
Bam's just spitballing.
I mean,
I bet it's over here.
If we landed at Refugee Bay, we could just curve right into the Peaks of Flames where we need to go. And then we wouldn't have to go all the way down here and go through a fucking place called Land of Ash and Smoke.
I mean, logic has been used.
Well, the Peaks of Flame, is that where the Lynch is? Or
This big red mark right here is where the fucking thing is. I forget what it's called.
What does he know of
Moon.
Refuge Bay and the area the area surrounding it up to Sky Lizard Mountains?
Yeah, refuge base seems to be the logical.
Refuge. Yeah, I guess that is
Port.
refuge, not refugee.
Oh,
I can
Wow.
read. I'm good at the reading.
If we come over here to Refuge Bay and just like come inland and just curve right into it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
we'll open up more of the center of the map too.
Right, and there has to be places out here somewhere that we can discover along the way. So that sound like a good deal. Have him take us around to Refuge Bay.
Yeah, we're not losing anything.
He does tell you Refuge Bay, by all accounts, is quite a safe place to land and to start off a venture.
Now I see on the map this Ishao. Is that a place that has like a community, like a town?
He kind of chuckles and says, "Uh, well, at one time, I'm sure it did. However, that city is long sunk into the ocean."
Okay.
What does he know of the Peaks of Flame?
Just to finish with a show, I'll get to you, man.
You're cool.
He says you can still see the structures of stone buildings at the bottom of the bay if you happen to be in the water, but other than that, no one really knows how it ended up there. What were you asking about, Sky Lizard?
No, I asked him what does he know of peaks of the area around the Peaks of Flame. Are there do we need to be wary of any ancient creatures like velociraptors and shit like that?
He said, all that I know is that few who venture there return. That place is so far into the depths of the jungle that most do not make it back alive.
Okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful.
No, you've been quite helpful, sir.
All right. So for a copy of this map, you'll give us transport to Refuge Bay. I agree. If you do.
Yeah,
But
I mean, and
we're going to need time, though, because tomorrow I must speak to the Prince of Merchandise and about opening a shop to fund our adventure. And we also would like to seek out more men to come with us.
He nods his head and says, until I find someone with a map to Nangalore, I will be here. So you just come find me whenever you're ready to leave, and I will happily prep the boat.
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay, I'm going to chuck back up this.
I'm going to get a soda. Be right back.
Gotta keep all my shit organized. Everybody see the map? Yes?
For sure.
Yep.
Okay. Making sure it's not invisible anymore.
Under that white, the party token, there's a red one.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the.
okay, we're on. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We're good. I got you.
You're in the Thundering Lizard.
I got you. Yeah, fuck it. Never mind.
All right, Bam. You got your 50 gold for 2 feathers.
Okay. All right, I will notate that on my document here. All right. Where do I keep track of my gold?
So there are these little counters on your character
Oh.
sheet.
Oh shit. Okay.
So this is copper pieces, silver pieces. You can ignore that one, and then gold pieces and platinum pieces.
Here I am.
Well, who was it? Hogan, did you give me the gold for
To buy him out of jail.
yeah. All right. Well, let's just give Hogan the 50 gold. I'd like to settle my debt. That way I don't have anxiety about it.
I think me and Quantum split it though, didn't we?
Well, you guys can split the gold then. That's either.
Okay. Well, I'll take 25. You take 25.
Do you want to like role play this at all?
I would like to say to my compatriots, gentlemen, I thank you for freeing me from the bonds of the lawmen. Here's what I owe you. I believe we are square at this time. I will continue to fight along your side until the bitter end, my gentlemen.
May your blade never dull.
Heary, heary. A round of
Until you take an
milk
arrow
and
in the
ale.
knee.
Yeah.
That's true. That always sucks. A round of milk and ale for everyone.
with the money he doesn't have.
I don't know. I'm just saying shit. I don't-
Oh, that's good.
All right.
All right.
So where are we gonna find these guys to take with us, man? Because the bar obviously is nothing but drunken bitches and a rich dude looking for places.
Places. Technically, he works for a rich dude that's looking for places.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't get into the politics.
Bro, my D&D candle smells real good right now. I'm gonna throw that out to y'all. It smells of what is this called? Warm pipe tobacco.
There you go. So what do you think, Silo? Where are we going? What are we doing?
You guys spent the night. Is it? Are you going somewhere that night?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess spend the night and then like is there kind of like a governor or a lord of this place, like an army, a guy that's in charge of this army?
The merchant princes are the ones that run the town.
Okay.
Oh, we got to go talk to him here in a little bit. So
There are generally
Two birds with one
there
stone.
are generally 7, but at the moment one of them is dead. So
all right. Well,
What did they die from? Did you say? Or
I
sorry.
don't believe anyone has told you guys. No.
Oh, I bet you it's a death curse.
right.
The plot thickens.
Yeah, so we'll, I don't know, go talk to the guy in the morning,
Okay.
kind of thing.
All right, you guys spend a night, rest up. It's the best sleep you've had in ages because it's in an actual bed instead of out on the wilderness ground. Crappy tents.
I take a bath.
Silo takes a bath. Your companions are very grateful for that.
I'd like to wash my lizard nuts as well.
Better make sure you keep those attached with your companion over here.
I know, right? He's always taking folks' genitalia.
I only line my pockets with the penises of my spoiled enemies.
All right. So in the morning, you guys head back to Akanga's house, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Wakanga. All right. You're led inside. He says, "What the guards say? Wakanga's been expecting you." And he comes in, or they lead you in back into the bathroom, the room with the hot tub. And Wakanga's in his hot tub. He seems in much better spirits this morning than he did last night.
Good day, Watanga.
He says, friends, come. Yes. I have found you a location for your shop. I have even found you a shopkeep.
Oh, that
Oh.
is awesome. So, how do we get this this started here, sir?
He says, first I must have you sign the customary agreement as well as pay the fee
Hmm.
for opening a shop. And then it is up to you as to how you wish to administer.
Okay, and what is the fee?
So the fee is a mere 50 gold,
Okay, and
as
what?
well as 10% of your earnings, of course.
Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less. And what is the contract including?
Mostly an exclusivity deal. Just saying that you won't go and sell for any of the other merchant princes while you work in town,
Wouldn't think of it. You're my main man.
as well as agreeing to the 10% commission on all your sales.
Okay, done. I will gladly pay you 50 gold right now. And when shall we expect to meet the shopkeep?
He kind of gestures to one of his servants, and they lead in this guy who looks kind of like nervous.
Nervous.
Yeah,
And
he looks more nervous at being in the presence of Wakanga than about you guys.
Oh.
okay, and what does he look like? Is he like a young dude, old dude? Does he look poor?
He looks fairly young, like maybe mid-20s, and he's dark skinned, like most Chultans are dark skinned, and wears bright colored clothing.
What's your name, boy?
He says, my name is William, sir."
William. Does William have a last name?
Oh, yes, William Breakback.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be the perfect shop for you to work in, Mr. Breakback. Okay. So who should I pay this 50 gold to, Mr. Prince?
Wakanga motions to one of his other servants who comes over and takes the gold from you.
All right, 50 gold out of my pocket.
And they also bring you the contract and bid you to sign.
And I sign.
And Wakanga kind of claps his hands together and goes, "Wonderful. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing your wares out on the streets." And he kind of
I
motions, and
look forward to
the
selling them.
the servants lead you out of the room along with William.
I'd like to lean over to William and say, calm your nerves, boy. What makes you so nervous?
As you guys get out of the room and you're in the kind of like the atrium of the villa, William sighs a deep sigh of relief, like, oh. And he turns back to sorry, what's your name?
Scrim?
Scrim, that's right. And says, I've grown up my whole life looking up to the princes. I'm just so happy to finally have met one.
So are we still in the same room with this guy, right, Prince?
We're
No,
like in the
you're
hallway, right?
yeah, you're like in the next room over. But we'll say you're being led toward the entrance and out of the villa.
Oh well, we still need to talk to the Prince.
Oh,
Oh, we do, don't we?
The shop was only part of our business.
well, you might want to. So I'll take it. You're telling the guards this.
Sure.
Yeah. Guards, we weren't finished with our business here.
They kind of seem to get frustrated with you and lead you back to the room. And you walk in, and Wakanga looks kind of confused. Says,
Wakanga.
"Was there more business we had?"
There was. We are looking for men to take with us on this adventure to go get rid of the death curse.
Men, you say?
Yeah, it's going to be a very hard challenge to get this task completed with the amount of hands that we have, even though, we got the best dwarf in all the lands and the mightiest barbarian and the sneakiest of sneaks. But we need fighting men to take with us to the peaks of the flames.
Well, I know there are many adventurers in town at the moment, all seeking after riches and glory, but I do not know that you'll convince many to join you on a quest of, let's say, humanitarian issues.
Yeah, we tried over here at one of the taverns, and I gotta say, they all seemed a little bit less than honorable, if you know what I mean.
Says maybe not men, but I know Ifan sells many beasts of war that you may be able to purchase to help you.
What? Dude, we gotta get fucking Silo, goddamn hellhound.
Says
the
I
prince.
know
Go ahead.
I know he has several flying monkeys and a few giant lizards, as well as maybe some flying snakes over there. I'm not sure. Last I saw, he might have even had an ankylosaurus or two. Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus.
Yes.
What do you say, Silo? Do you want a pet?
When I look at the prince, I say, yeah, we don't need pets or animals. We need your army. You need to lead your army with us and fight this lich.
Army. You speak of the army of Ponyanzaru?
Oh, with your army and the other ports combined, we can survive this.
He says
Here.
that decision is not for me to make, though. I've never heard of any of the merchant princes sending the army outside of the city walls. It is strictly for defense.
Would you have any men to spare, or just these creatures?
He says, I cannot command my men to go on such a perilous journey. They must do so of their own accord. Says my power extends within walls, but outside of them, I am nothing.
Well, that may be the case, but since you have power inside the walls, is there any way that you could assemble your army and let us address them so that those who choose to fight for their freedom and this wonderful country of Chult can make their choice?
He says this will need to be passed through all of the merchant princes first, I'm afraid. We have a gathering again this afternoon to discuss the matters at hand. I could raise your concern with them.
Are these guys all related? These princes?
No, they're just like the richest individuals
Okay.
in the town.
What are the specs on these creatures he has? Did he say he had a something saurus?
Anglosaurus.
Anglosaurus.
Yes,
What
sir.
type? What is an Anglosaurus? What are the what kind of creature is that?
Ask Silo. He's got a book of beasts.
I look upon the Anglosaurus in confusion.
I mean, there isn't one in the room. If that's
Oh,
what you're
okay.
asking.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying Silo has a book of all the beasts
No.
and creatures of Chult. You can ask him to look it up.
Do you have a picture of an Anglosaurus?
I'm
Silo?
working on it. Oh,
Or
I'm
at least a
pulling one up.
description?
I am pulling one up at the moment.
Okay.
A
I'll rifle through my
picture.
book and show Grim. Here you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do that.
Do that. Here's everything you need to know about an Ankylosaurus. Now tell us what it says.
Grim lowers his eyes to the book in wonderment and reads.
And it looks like a web page.
An Ankylosaurus has 5,000 hit points, and they only cost 5 gold? I'll take 5.
I posted a website in the D&D chat. Apparently,
Oh, so it's an armored up thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean,
And that can, and so it was that, and what else? I'm sorry.
flying snakes, flying monkeys.
Oh, dang! That Ankylosaurus might be the move. Is this like a summoned creature, or just one that rolls with us, kind of like that squirrel on a skeleton?
Just kind of rolls with you, man.
Okay. Can we get the information on its HP or its abilities and all that jazz, or will that he provide us with that information upon receipt of the animal?
No.
Oh,
You don't get to know the stats of things because you ask for them. I'm sorry.
How many times can you get hit, little fella, before you die?
I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know how to
You'd
ask that
have to-
appropriately to get that type of information.
Well, how much is it to buy it?
You'd have to talk to Ifan, who's another
Ifan.
one of the merchant princes, to find that out.
Okay. Well, if you can bring that up to the rest of the prince's concerns, and see if we can address those that would be willing maybe to make a choice to travel over there with us to fight for Chult. And while you're doing that, you said that was this afternoon. I'm assuming we have some time. Can you have your servants escort us to talk to this Beastmaster?
Yes, of course. This house is just down the street.
Okay, well, thank you, good sir. And once again, I appreciate you finding us a shop and a shopkeep. William, I'm sure, is going to do a fine job.
Says, I'm sure he will. See you soon. And he kind of waves you out.
Good Dexter.
Okay. You're let outside. What are you going to tell Ifan to do? Not Ifan. William to do.
I'm going to tell
Gonna have him
William to
Follow you around? Or?
Nope. I am going to give him an onyx orb with a maze pattern, a 2 doses of flying snake poison, 4 minotaur penises, 4 alligator penises,
I'm gonna give him.
Wait, sorry, what was the poison?
Okay.
2 doses of flying snake poison,
Oh, yeah. 4 Minotaur penises.
mm-hmm,
4 alligator.
mm-hmm.
Okay. What else?
I'm gonna give him the 4 other magical red parrot feathers. For sale as well.
Okay.
I'm also going to give him some leather armor,
Oh yeah.
a heavy crossbow, or no, yeah, a heavy crossbow, a short bow, +1 scale mail, a short sword, a long sword, and a flail.
Okay.
And a a light crossbow.
Okay.
And I am going to instruct him to take these items, and by the time we are done with our businesses here in Port Nyanzaru, and before we depart, we will be by to see the shop and for him to have it all set up. And I am also going to instruct him that after or before business hours each day, I would like him to travel around the outskirts of the city and just look for odd and ends to sell in the shop.
Okay. He kind of he kind of takes all of the stuff you've given him, and he's like, his arms are like overflowing with stuff, you know. And he says, "Sir, we we haven't set up the shop or discussed pricing. I'm not sure what
Well, you
uh
look like a smart fella, and you've been around Port Nyanzaru for probably your whole life, so I'm sure that you know what most of these items sell for at your average shop, such as the flail and the swords and things like that. As far as the onyx cube with the puzzle or the maze pattern and the feathers, those are very unique magical items that need to have a price to reflect
magic.
that.
They look like feathers. They don't look magical to me."
Well, a man that has been in these walls their whole life wouldn't understand such things.
He kind of slumps his head.
We will
Oh,
explain later.
yes, sir.
Just get
I
the
love.
shop set up, please, sir.
Very well. I'll be down at the bazaar.
We'll,
Preparing.
we'll come back and converse and add more items to the shop and speak of pricing and
Yeah, we'll answer
all
everything
that.
you want
Yeah,
to know.
And payment.
absolutely. Listen, young boy. If you man this shop to the best of your ability, we will pay you
We'll discuss your
handsomely for your
salary at
efforts.
a later time before we leave town.
He kind of nods his head and turns and starts to walk away. All right. For sale. Okay. Where are
I
we
have a
headed now?
question,
Yes,
real
sir.
quick. While we're kind of in the midst of travel or whatever, how can so this mace, heavy crossbow, and leather armor in my inventory?
Uh-huh.
How do I unequip this light crossbow and switch to a heavy crossbow, and then switch the whip out for the mace?
You just do it, bro.
Yeah, but I don't like these things have like +6 1d. Like, is this stuff? I don't know how that works. You
Okay.
know what I mean? As far as damage and all that shit. Or is that something I need to kind of like wait on for now, and we can do that at a better time so we can keep going?
I would say to do what I do, and when I want to know how much damage it does or something like that, I Google it and just type in like, say, like light crossbow 5e, and then it will pop up a web page that tells you exactly what it does.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use any of the weapons you have. Like, you don't have like an equipment slot. It's not like a video game. So like you can just whip out any of the weapons you have while you're in combat. I will say though, you should try to use weapons you're proficient with. Because if you use weapons you're not proficient with, you don't get to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll, which means you're not going to hit as often. Yeah, so these are all your proficiencies.
I'm a proficient archer.
You have simple weapons too.
Yeah, light armor, simple weapons, long swords, rapier, short swords.
Okay. So, like, being a proficient archer means like I'm pretty legit with any type of arrowed weapon.
Well, no. You're proficient with simple weapons. So, simple ranged simple weapons are light crossbows, short bows, slings, and darts. So,
So
if you use like a heavy crossbow or a long bow, you would not be proficient with that.
Yeah, 'cause those are considered martial weapons, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what about a mace? Is it considered?
A
Uh,
mace.
I believe
Is
a
that a
mace
heavy
is a simple
weapon?
weapon.
Mace is a simple weapon.
Maces,
Okay.
flails.
All right.
Club, dagger, great club, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle, spear.
Yeah.
Those are all the simple weapons.
Yeah, but even that, you just like type in like simple weapons 5e on Google, and it's going to pop up.
Yep.
I just Google shit that I want to know while we're playing.
Yep, that works. I do that with spells. Like
Okay.
if I'm trying to cast a spell or you guys cast a spell, I just Google it because it's easier to just Google it than to look it up in the book. To be honest.
Yeah.
All right. So do I need to go in my attacks and spellcasting sheet here and just add in the mace?
This sheet is for you.
As long as you
That's-
know you have it, all you
Yeah.
have to do is say, "Hey, I'm going to use this to attack this person." You don't have to like say, "I want to equip this weapon."
So you see this, ma'am? This is when attacking.
Yeah.
All the numbers on here are just derived from this when attacking. So if you just use this for all your different things, then
Yeah,
you'll
but
be
so
able to
my
figure it out.
mace, if I use the mace, for example, I roll a d20 plus
Yep.
my proficiency,
Yep.
and I just
And
use this formula,
it's a
basically.
melee weapon, so you'll add your strength modifier to it as well. Then it says when hit, roll damage die based on the weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's when you need to look up like what a mace is. So for a mace, the damage die is a 1d6.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a 1d6. Yeah, it's a 1d6. Okay.
And then
Oh, perfect.
heavy crossbow is 1d10. And then armor's a little more tricky.
I mean, I already have light armor on. Wouldn't that be technically better than leather armor, or is leather armor better than light armor?
1 second, pulling it up here.
I guess I need to Google that.
Leather armor is light armor.
Okay.
Your AC. What kind of armor do you have?
I
You're
have
wearing
light armor.
You're wearing leather armor.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. See right here. Down here.
Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. All right, cool. Cool. That helps out a shitload.
And
All right.
because you're wearing leather armor, your AC should actually be 15. So I'm gonna tick that up one for you. I think you increased your dex, but never increased your other stuff here.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't messed with anything but like XP and these other numbers when you guys tell me to.
How is this? 4. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Looks good.
Okay. Cool. All right, moving right along.
All right. So do you want to give, since like the heavy crossbow you're not proficient with, and the leather armor you're already wearing leather armor, do you want to send those with William?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna delete those then.
I already got it. I'm on
Okay,
it
cool.
right now.
Can we go get pets now?
Yes,
Yeah. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure I was squared away.
All right, so you are led to Ifan's house, where The guards stop you at the entrance and say, "State your business."
We're here to talk to the Prince of Beasts and the other prince. Fuck, I forget his name. The servant that's right here that is accompanying us will tell you we have been told we can talk to this guy to perhaps procure some war beast for our journey.
One of the guards says, "Wait here." One of them walks inside, and a few minutes later, they come out and get you, bring you back, bring you into the villa, which looks very similar to Wakanga's villa. However, instead of leading you over into what would be the room with the bath, you're led to the back of the house where there's a sitting area, and sitting there is Ifan. Pull up his picture. This guy's an older gentleman, and he's got like a white beard, and he kind of wears a scowl, like a perpetual scowl on his face. And as soon as you enter the room, he says, "You seek pets, yes?"
Yes, of the war beast variety.
War beast. What you need war beast pets for?
Because I have gold and you have war beast.
Gold I have as well. I need not yours. What do you need war beast pets for?
Because we're going to
We're
fight
saving the
the
world,
Lich
bud.
in the Peak of Flames.
Kind of narrows his eyes at you. Says, "You will not survive the peak of flames."
Perhaps not, but we would have a much better chance with some war beast by our side.
Very well. What do you seek?
What do you have?
So he has flying monkeys, giant lizards, and hadrosauruses.
Hadro?
Hadrosaurus. Don't ask me what the fuck that is.
I think it's a pretty legit dinosaur.
I mean, they're all legit dinosaurs.
It
but
looks like
Yeah,
the
but this one's-
dinosaur that has like the big curved bone coming off of his head that walks on two legs.
It's not a carnivorous dinosaur.
okay, he's got those for 100 gold each. And Hadrosaurus. And then he's got Ankylosauruses. Deinonychus. And flying snakes for 250.
Jesus Christ.
And then he's got Triceratops for 500. What is a Deinonychus?
So, I'm assuming that once we take control or buy or purchase these
Oh.
creatures, that they are under our control or yada yada yada.
Deinonychus look like raptors. They're like raptors.
Ooh.
Sorry.
A Deinonychus?
How much is a Deinonychus?
Yes, once you purchase one, you'll get it like a pet, and you can use it like a companion.
Okay.
You can even like use it as a pack mule and like throw stuff on it, and it'll carry your stuff.
shit.
How much is a Triceratops?
500.
Fuck.
How much
Okay.
is a Deinonychus or whatever? What did you say?
Deinonychus
Deinonychus.
250.
Okay.
Shit.
Well, so I'm gonna be straight with you, Prince. We can't afford any of those, but we really need this assistance. So
If he gave us a discount for the nature of our travels in which to save the land of Chult from the death curse, that would be much appreciated.
that would be appreciated. Also, we just opened a shop, thanks to the help of the other prince, with various things that we are collecting on our journey, and I would gladly have like a 10% direct payment of our profits go directly to your pockets if we could work this deal out.
He whenever you mention like you don't have enough money to afford any of those, he turns and looks at you in disgust and stands up and starts yelling and waving his arms and saying, "You come in here, ask promising gold, and you say you pay, but you have no money. Be gone from my sight."
Wow.
And he waves you out of the room and pushes you back into the atrium where the servants come and get you and lead you out of the building.
Shit! Wasn't there one for 50 gold?
They're all in the D&D chat, by the way.
Yeah, like a fucking flying snake or some shit.
Oh shit!
Flying
Never
monkey?
mind.
They're
Never mind.
100.
Never mind. They're 100.
Damn, man, how are we gonna get a Triceratops? That's what I want.
Bruh,
I'm
I
back.
feel like we need that shit.
So basically, we just got done talking to this guy. The cheapest thing he's got is 100. We tried to tell him, like we would work out a payment plan. We just opened a store. He would receive like 10% of our profits, direct payments, and he was like, "Fuck no," and pushed us out.
How rude.
Well, Hogan started with, I'm gonna be honest, we don't got the money to buy to pay for those.
Well, I mean, it's the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants a fortune. It is a dinosaur. I mean, I can't argue with the man.
Yeah,
And
it's a
he's
fucking
giving us dinosaurs for
Triceratops.
sale. It's a 250 for a dinosaur seems pretty reasonable. It's like the buy here, pay here of dinosaurs.
One of the guards, as you're being let out, says, "Sorry, I gotta pull up a map real quick." Says, "In the future, don't come to the merchant princes directly to buy stuff. You can buy the dinosaurs down in the old city. Just go there."
Where's that? This is where we were told to go.
Yeah, you probably heard that from another merchant prince, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people go to the merchants, not to the princes themselves.
Well, can you point us in
Let's-
the direction of
Yeah,
somebody we
let's go to
may
the
be able to
fucking
deal with?
merchants, bud.
He points you to this area over here. This is called Old City. Can I? Whoa, bam.
Okay.
Let's go to Old City, bud.
All right. To Old City.
There we go. If I just add right here, Old City, it's
Hell
gonna let
yeah.
me
I like that.
I don't think that's gonna go away when I pick this map up though.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, but
Okay. So you guys heading down there?
yeah, I guess. I mean, that guy is obviously
He's not trying to
unwilling
barter.
to fucking make a deal with.
As you guys are walking away from his house, you see out of one of the windows on the second story, these a couple of flying snakes fly out and begin to fly south.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, let's go there. Follow the flying snakes.
Oh, you're following the flying snakes?
They're going south. That's where we're going, right?
Yeah. So you follow them as far as Old City, we'll say, right? And they just keep going south, way into the jungle.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can stop here in Old City and I guess look around for a vendor that looks like he is selling beastly creatures that of the three-horned variety.
Of the three-horned variety. Sorry, 1 second. So yeah, you walk down there and you recognize you've been here before. In the center of the sorry, the street kind of opens up wide, and in the center of it is a big pit. And you recall seeing these runs of like prisoners running across the pit and trying to make it, and you can make bets on them and stuff. But on one of the sides, there's some cages with some dinosaurs with it, and someone who looks like they're taking care of the area. So you go over there and say, what are you saying? Like, we're looking to buy dinosaurs?
We were told to come over here, and there is supposed to be somebody that has dinosaurs that would be willing to make a deal with us.
One of the shopkeep kind of turns around and looks at you and says, "What do you mean make a deal?"
I don't know if you boys want me to lead this conversation because I just got kicked out of a fucking prince's house within 5 seconds.
Well, how about this? Like, all right, what's the name of the guy we just left? I'm sorry.
Fucking dick.
Ifan.
Ifan. We were just speaking with Ifan, and we were made aware that to make a deal down here for creatures to help us on our journey, especially concerning the urgency of our journey and its importance, that we might find a good deal on a companion animal to help us on our journey. And if should we find ourselves quite successful on this journey, you might find yourself a little more coin in your pocket than you might have anticipated.
He says, you were sent here by Ifan. You say, well, very good, very good. These are the animals I have for sale. She presents you with the same list at the same prices.
With the same prices?
Yeah.
Bro, these fucking dinosaurs dealers are a scam.
She said, if it's combat you're looking for, I definitely can recommend the Triceratops. It is by far the best fighter among the group.
And can we see a Triceratops?
Absolutely. And then she leads you over to like a cage that has one in it.
What does it state?
Its state.
Yeah, does it seem healthy? Does it seem a little, you know?
No, it seems healthy.
Okay.
It looks like it's taken care of.
Ready for battle, basically.
It has a few scars along its sides and she says, this one's been in the executioner's run a few times, but it's had plenty of time to heal since then.
Okay. And how would you feel about a stake at a market front for said Triceratops? Say 10% profit weekly?
Oh, wait a minute, War. I kind of nudge him over, and is that against your agreement?
No, it's not against my agreement, as long as I don't sell for any other shopkeepers.
Oh, okay.
But there's nothing to keep me from sharing profits as payment.
I don't know. You guys done with your side conversation?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
no, if it's all good. Wasn't sure.
He was being my lawyer.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to intrude.
I just don't want you to get sued, bro.
The merchant kind of looks at you like, what about a steak? Like Triceratops meat? Is that what you're looking for?
No. So we own a shop here in Port Nianzuru, and I am saying that we can give you 10% of our profits weekly for the Triceratops.
Uh-huh. And what have your profits been so far?
We've had a very good profit margin. I mean, if I had my chart here, I could show you the monthly increase in growth, but I was not prepared to make a full statement about
All
that.
right. So I want a deception roll for that.
A deception roll?
Yeah. You don't have no damn monthly income?
I mean, what about a persuasion?
No, I want a deception roll. You're not trying to persuade them, you're trying to deceive them.
3.
A 3.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I got negative fucking 2.
I said, well, come back when you got your charts and I'll take a look and see about the stake in your company. But in the meantime, are you buying this Triceratops or not?
No, I'm gonna go get my charts.
Oh, okay.
Can I like try to do a little bit of an intimidation and say, sir, the better deal you make us now, the more gold or the more riches you could find yourself amongst, should we find ourselves quite victorious in our quest.
All right. Give me an intimidation check.
Fuck me. It's a 1. Wait. 8.
She looks at you and kind of raises her voice and says, now listen here. I'm not giving you anything unless you're paying or showing proof of profits. Now get out of here.
Bro, I can just go
Understood,
get
man.
my fucking charts.
We can go get the charts. Let's go get the charts. Fair enough.
Fucking charts.
I mean, we're still waiting for them to assemble these men, or maybe assemble these men so we could talk to them.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So where are you going now?
I'm going to go. You boys want to go check out the shop front?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go check out our store.
Okay. So to the Red Bazaar.
Okay, so now that we're away from there, I want to have a little side conversation with my compadres here. So that place is right on the outside of fucking town.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm already right there with you, buddy.
Just
Already
saying.
right there with you.
So I'm not saying that this is something we should necessarily do, but if worse comes to worse, and we really want to get a war beast to go with us, if we decide to get out of town in that direction, there's nothing to keep us from, say, stealing a war beast. I'm just saying.
I agree. Can before we take our leave, could I like survey the area and kind of get a good description of what's going on, what their cages look like, what kind of locks are on there and all that jazz? Kind of get a really good idea, kind of case the joint.
Yes. Give me a perception check.
God damn. 3. Fucking A.
So Old Town consists of 3 vine-covered ziggurat towers, which seem to be crumbling and falling apart. The whole district is a juxtaposition of ancient and decaying, but still occupied stone structures, interspersed with fancy new huts and long houses of bamboo and thatch. Old Town is run down, but it isn't a slum or haven for thieves. Most of the residents are lower class laborers or struggling artisans who can't afford the higher rents of homes inside the city walls. Also, I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be
That'll
right back.
work. The die are not with me tonight, my boys.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really cool to have a fucking Triceratops, but at the same
Bro,
time,
like, if I think our best bet is unless we can talk old dude buddy into somehow fronting us 400 to 500 gold to get one. If the troops aren't willing to fight, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe
I-
that's a possibility, but at this point, I want to visit the shop, make sure it's all set up,
right?
make sure we got go back, talk to the army if they will even assemble them for us, and I don't know what to do if they won't at that point about getting
At
men.
that point, I feel like maybe at least attempting to case the joint to see if we can snag ourselves a Triceratops is worth it. You know what I mean? At least if we come back at
Well,
nightfall and everybody's asleep and shit.
the shitty part about that, though, is that if we're leaving by ship, then we have to somehow steal this Triceratops from the southwest side of town and then get him back to the port to take off from the ship.
What's your guys' animal handling skill?
Yeah, that I didn't even fucking look at. I'm +3.
I'm 0. That's your problem.
What are you at?
3, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing too is like if we steal this thing, then like do we need to come back here? Like,
Right.
right? So
That's true.
it almost seems like nobody cares about this curse other than us.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Right?
exactly like, yeah,
Right?
Like, what the hell are we fighting for if
Yeah.
none of these people care about it?
that was my exact thoughts, dude. It's like we've got this one lady who probably only gives a fuck about it because she's dying and can't be helped because of the death curse. The other dude, the first prince, he can only do so much, even though he kind of seems to care a little bit, but also the one who's dying is his friend. So, you know, there's that. Those are really the only 2 people who seem to give a flying fuck. And neither one of them can really do much for us.
Yeah, you'd think if they were in dire straits, they'd try to help our cause a little.
I'm wondering about that second location that we don't know about, if that has any significance. Like, the guy wants to know about it, right? So there must be a reason why.
I mean, we could for sure go ask him. Hey, man, what are your interests in this area?
Well, we did,
Yeah,
but
he
he
ain't gonna tell us shit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. He was like, meh. That's right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Visit the shop, make sure it's set up
Yes.
because that's passive income, and then see about talking to the army, and then I'm not going fucking door to door asking people to come help. Know what I mean?
Right.
So at that point, as far my opinion is, we just fucking bounce. You know what I mean?
Well, the curse is near Fort Vengeance, right? I believe in that area, so it's not too far from here.
The City of Flame or Peaks of Flames is all the way across the map from where we are.
Okay, that's where the curse is, or
That's
where
where
it's
the
spread to. Like,
no, that's where the Lich is that we have to defeat.
yeah, of course.
Now, as far as like where the curse has spread, I think you're right about that. But the source of that curse is way across there.
We're right back.
So if that dude takes us to the refuge place over there on the whatever side of Chult that is, that takes us a little more than half the distance. We'll have to travel the rest on foot. But we may run into that other place that he was talking about and maybe find some cool shit there. You never know. Yeah, I'm with you though, man. It seems like nobody here in Port Nianzuru gives a flying fuck. And my guess is because this is a port city, so they do a lot of their shit like from coast to coast. They don't travel through Chult on land too much, so they probably don't even fucking know that this thing. None of them have really even seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. They're far removed from it.
Yeah, so they hear things about it and they just think they're just like mystical stories that like yeah right people just spread this shit in taverns and whatnot. But I don't know, man. Like I wish we could find out how long it would be before the death curse hit Port Nianzuru real hard. You know what I mean?
Watch as they die.
Yeah. Yeah. Be
Yeah.
like, oh, I bet you wish you fucking would have done something about it now. But since we're here, I mean, they'll fuck us too. I mean, if we can't gather any more people to go, we're just gonna have to go.
Hmm?
And if we fucking die in glory, we die in fucking glory. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know, man.
And I mean, the original, that lady that's dying from it, what was she giving us? What was the purpose?
She's the one who told us all about the curse and told us, like, kind of pointed us in the right direction. And she gave us some gold to gear up. And that was about it. But she promised us riches and spoils beyond our belief if we complete the mission. My guess, though, is even if we left right now and went and did that shit, there's a 90% chance that bitch is going to die before we get back.
She's
So,
on. She's knocking on heaven's door or whatever.
right. So, who knows, man?
Well, do it.
I'll do what?
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
You're grabbing dice.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hello.
Hello.
Are we at the shop now?
Sure. If you're ready to be.
Yes, I am ready to be at the shop.
All right.
See how William has done setting us up.
So you walk into the Red Bazaar, and most of the shops here are like carts that are like on the side of the road. There's a few actual buildings, but most of them just have kind of like a cloth stretched over the front of a cart to make like a little canopy of shade. And you find William kind of in the corner of the bazaar, with all of your items spread out on the ground on a blanket.
What? I mean, we don't have a fucking cart or a storefront. Where's our storefront?
You asking William this?
Yeah.
He says, sir, this is the space that we've been provided for our store. And he kind of gestures to like the area on the ground.
There was no cart.
No, you are expected to provide the cart.
Hmm.
Okay.
Has he sold any of our wares?
Not yet. I spread them out and displayed them for people passing by, though.
You gotta be the shittiest fucking shop boy.
What's he supposed to buy you a cart? Come on, man. You're the one running this store, not him.
You gotta fucking make ends meet, bro. Do what you gotta do. Go get the fucking cart. Steal one if you have to. I don't give a fuck. Do you see
He's
that
a-
minute? Look, boy. Do you see those 4 Minotaur penises?
Yes,
were-
sir.
Hard to come by.
Do you think that they were meaner and more of a vile temperament than you have?
Uh, I'm. I mean, yeah, most likely.
And who do you think cut their dicks off, boy?
Presumably you,
That's
sir.
correct, sir. So, when I say set up the shop, that's what I mean. I don't mean to lay a blanket on the fucking ground and throw the shit down like it's garbage. I mean to present the wares for the value that they have. And that means on a nice cart. Whatever you got to do to get this shop running, that's what you need to do.
He nods his head profusely and says, "Well, um, I could set it up real nice for you. I need a little money up front to set it up.
And how much money do you need to set it up?
I'm sure I could get it set up for about 40 gold.
40 gold to get it set up.
Everybody wants fucking gold, bruh.
You're in town, man. That's how shit works."
Jesus. Nobody wants silver.
So, for 40 gold, what are you going to do, boy?
He said, "Well, I could buy a nice cart for that and store them, and then I'll get a lock so that they don't get stolen from the cart, and a canopy so that people can hide from the shade. It'll be real nice. I promise."
Okay, so this is what's going to happen right now.
What could you do for 20 gold, my boy?
This is what's going to happen. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 40 gold. All right. And you're going to run this shop. Okay. I don't need a fucking peasant to stand nearby while my fucking valuables that I'm trying to sell lay on the fucking dirt. All right. I need a
Yeah.
shop boy that can manage this place. Are you that shop boy? Can you manage a marketplace?
He kind of bows and says, yes, sir, absolutely."
Okay. I want to be more like a silent partner that goes out into the world and does my thing, and you handle the business side, and you'll get paid. That's it. That's all you have to do.
I'll get paid a percentage.
Yeah.
Oh,
What percentage would make you happy in order to make sure that you do a good job in running this place? So all I have to do is sit back and receive my gold. What percentage would that take for you?
well, if you're going to be gone most of the time and I'm going to be here, say 50%.
50%. And you promise to line my pockets with gold weekly?
I will sell everything you bring me. I'm sure of it.
So let me ask you this, William. If I'm out facing death every day, miles away from here on the other side of Chult, killing demons and goblins and ghouls, how am I supposed to bring you stuff every day? That's part of a shop manager's job, is to collect wares to sell at the shop. Now, I will gladly bring back and send back what I can, but for the day-to-day business to run, I'm sure you're going to have to somehow acquire other things. For 50% of profits, I feel like that's a fair agreement.
So I have to find my own things to sell.
You buy low, you sell high, man. That's economics.
He says that doesn't sound like what I signed up for.
Yeah, well, that Minotaur right there's name was Bob. He didn't sign up for that either.
He says I'll do my best.
That's all I can ask is that you do your best. For 50% profits, though, that's what you're asking. So,
Yes, sir. I will do my best. I will keep this place running.
okay, you keep this place running, and I'll do one better. I'll give you 60.
That would be great.
Okay,
All right. You give him the 40 gold.
I do.
All right. He looks all excited and he runs off, like immediately runs off when you give him the 40 gold, and then like runs back and be like, I'll store the goods first.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. I'm going to be gone for a while now, and when I get back, I expect a big bag of gold.
You'll have your gold, sir.
Okay. Where to now, boys? I'm going to tell you right now, if we come back to town in 2 fucking months and we don't have a fat bag of gold, I'm having that boy's dick.
Oh my god.
Poor. I don't know how much a William Dick will go for on the streets of Nianzaro, but
we'll say it's about midday. So we'll say the merchant princes are probably in their meeting at the moment.
Huh? Anywhere you guys want to go before we find out if they're going to assemble their men?
No, but I'm gonna have to log soon. But I'll follow along. Like, if you guys get the guys to help us out, great. If not, oh well, fuck them.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
All right. Thanks. That was fun. I'll catch you guys later.
All right, later.
all right, brother.
All right, up to you guys. We calling it or we going a little longer?
I'd like to at least see if they're going to assemble these guys and see if we're going to get some men to follow us, and then.
Okay. Do you just want to hang out until they get out of session?
Yeah, I'm fucking done being in Port fucking Nianzaro. I'm ready to go somewhere. I
like
can't stand the fucking smell of this place.
Everything in this place wants my fucking money.
Jeez, God, there's got to be a way for us to get a hold of more gold. I feel like as much as we've traveled and what we've been through, the lack of gold is immense.
I got to tell you, dude, I was getting angry with William.
I mean, I'm with you. He seemed like he didn't have his shit together a little bit.
He seemed like a fucking dimwit, man.
For somebody to be so happy to be in presence of somebody who has a bunch of money, he just doesn't seem like he's really got enough gumption to make his own.
Yeah, where's your fucking drive?
Yeah, right? Like, don't be ate up, bro.
Well, we gave him 60% profit, so hopefully he'll do a good job.
Bro, so we owe 60% to him, 10% to another guy, and 10% to another guy.
We don't owe 10% to another guy. We owe 60 to him, 10% to the other guy, and we keep 30. But if we can work it out to where we're getting 30% of profits for doing jack shit,
I guess
30% profits for doing jack shit, man.
I feel you.
You can't bitch about free gold, man. You ain't got no gold.
Scam of the year.
No, I do not. I have 20 gold actually.
Right.
That's it.
But if we get back to town and he's like, just for doing nothing, here's another 20 gold. I mean, you know?
I'm with it.
How much gold you got left, Hogan? You just paid out like.
I only got 16 left.
Damn.
How much did you have?
After everything was like 106.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was thinking you paid out almost 100 gold.
I did. 90 gold is what I paid out.
Hey man,
To be
I don't
honest
make up.
with you,
I don't
I'm
make up the
I'm gonna be
prices,
trying
so.
to steal some shit or whatever whenever I can to try to make up for our losses.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
dude,
steal some shit.
I don't know if I would try to steal anything in this fucking crooked ass town.
If I have a really solid opportunity to where I can maybe at least try at something, then I'll take it. But if there's not a really solid opportunity, I won't do it.
All right.
Are these fuckers out of session yet? I feel like I'm waiting on Congress to come up with a second stimulus.
Damn.
Good luck. They're gonna give you $600, dude.
All right. Yeah, we'll say you guys head back to the to what? Who are you trying to talk to? Oh,
They're supposed to
Wakanga.
be. Yeah.
You head back to Wakanga's house. We'll say you hang out in the inn for a while, and in the evening you head back to Wakanga's house. And you walk in, and you're told to wait. And you wait in the waiting room, and you wait, and you hang out. And this where's it at? This woman walks out of Wakanga's into the room of his bathtub,
Mm-hmm.
and she's dressed in like full suit of armor. Like it's really unusual because it's so hot here that most people wear really light or no armor and just wear clothes. But this chick is dressed in like full suit of armor. She's got like servants and guards following her around. And as she walks past she goes to leave and she's kind of walking toward the door. And as she's walking past the room you're in, she looks over and sees you and walks over to you guys and says, are you the ones that are trying to poach our people from our guard force?
Poach?
I wouldn't say poach.
No. People got their free will. If they want to fucking make their choice, they can make their choice. Who are you to speak for them?
She like whips out a sword and holds it up against you and says, "You better watch yourself."
Listen,
Says,
lady.
you may be on some grand quest to save the world like every other set of adventurers, but there's shit to be done here. And we don't need people like you stealing all of our guards. So back off.
We don't mean to take all of them. Just as many bodies would volunteer for the quest. This
She
quest.
kind of waves her hand like she doesn't even give a shit what you have to say.
Have a great day, Karen.
As she pulls her blade back, she kind of swipes it real quick, and it like scratches you on the face, just enough to draw blood, and then she shields it and walks away.
Who this bitch just cut?
You, Hogan, Worf.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I get scratched worse than this during my fucking nasty dwarf sex.
Tell her threats fall on empty ears.
Immediately after she walks out and leaves, you're brought into the room with Wakanga. And he says, "Welcome back, my friends. I have bad news."
Uh-huh.
He said, "Many of the merchant princes worry that should we offer such a venture to our guards, that we will not have the force necessary to defend our town. So I'm afraid I cannot deliver your plight to them."
Okay.
What
Well-
if we could get a donation of about
1,000
400
gold.
Yeah, 1,000 gold for our adventure. We would gladly pay it back.
If you
upon
cannot
completion.
afford the men to accompany us on this quest that is surely to fucking get us killed, perhaps you can come up off of some coin and help us buy some war beast.
It's a small investment considering the reward you would obtain upon our successful completion.
And if such war beasts happen to make it and we come back, I mean, you can have them back.
Yeah. We'd be
He
glad.
kinda-
Yeah, we'd be glad.
He kind of raises one eye and says, I was under the understanding that Syndra was your benefactor. Did she not provide you with the finances to support your quest?
Well, she
Not nearly
provided
enough, my
us
friend.
with what at the time was enough to get us some simple gear to start this quest. But as our investigation has unfolded along the lands of Chult, it appears that this task is going to be a much mightier thing to acquire victory with than we first thought.
He kind of nods his head and says, Yes, many come to Chult thinking it will be an easy venture, but few find such ease. Land is hard and the monsters are real.
Well, this is true.
He kind of scratches his chin and thinks for a moment and says, Well, I can't afford to pay you in gold directly. You see, my finances are tied up at the moment. However, I could put together a gift package for you.
Anything that we can receive to help us on this most perilous quest would be very well received.
Indeed.
He nods and says, Very well. I will have the items collected and gathered and brought to you.
Okay, we will be at the Red Bazaar over at the Thundering Lizard.
Yes, I know where you stay.
Okay, well, thank you, Your Highness. I appreciate your help.
Good day, sir.
And please see that Syndra gets the best of care while we are gone, and tell her we are trying our best to resolve this.
Well, speaking of Syndra, he says as you bring her up, you'd best hurry. She is not doing well. By my best bet, she only has a week or two left to live.
Okay.
Though knowing
Do
Syndra,
you think we ought to go talk to Syndra, bro?
No.
I'm sure she has a contingency as long as you succeed on your mission.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to take us longer than a week or two to get where we need to go.
Yeah.
And with that, he waves you off.
Be going with you.
I mean, we could go talk to Syndra Bam, but I don't want to tell her, be like, look, just so you know, this is going to take longer to accomplish than you have, so you're going to die. We need to know who we come back and talk to
Well-
about these riches you promised us after your death. You know what I'm saying? That's an
I mean,
awkward conversation.
not so much that, but like, listen, you're clearly in the throes of death here. We need gold, maybe,
I mean, yeah, fuck it.
whatever else you can offer. Like, if this disease is tied to the curse of death of the land, and we can thwart the curse, then what's it worth to you? I mean, we're the only ones, clearly the only ones willing to take this challenge.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to try to go talk to her, let's go.
I mean, at least we could get the Triceratops gold, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I would love to ride a Triceratops.
Right?
All right, let's go talk to Syndra.
All right, you guys make your way to Syndra's room, and you enter.
Okay, and we tell her all that.
I mean, her health is imperative to our success, so
We just
You
tell
tell
her, like,
her-
Syndra, look, this quest that we have started out on has turned into something that we could never have imagined the difficultness at the time that we first spoke to you. And nobody around this town or most of Chult seems to really give a shit. So we're kind of fighting an uphill battle both ways. And your life definitely hangs in the balance, as does ours. But we are lacking supplies of greater goods than that would definitely help us accomplish this quest.
She coughs and says, many, you are not the first who has sought this artifact or to end this curse, but I'm sorry to say you'll be the last I send. I've provided you all I can, and even the parties of the late Jessamine who sought the soulmonger could not find it. Even with the backing of an entire merchant prince, I fear whatever I give you, it will never be enough.
I mean, whatever you got there, Deathbed. I mean, is there nothing you can spare? I mean,
She said,
I'm trying to save your life here.
She says, I have given all I can.
Okay.
All right, Syndra. Well, if we never meet again, I bid you farewell.
We go forth on our quest.
She says, find the soulmonger and stop the death curse, and we will meet again.
Okay, fair enough. If you will be leaving by morning, probably. If you need for us, just send for us at the Thundering Lizard.
She goes,
Okay, I'm out.
Okay, where to now?
Thundering Lizard.
The Thundering Lizard.
Yep. On the way, I want to stop at the shop, see if William has made it back.
Oh, right. So you guys stop at the shop, and it's been, probably 6 hours since you were last here. And there is now a cart here with some nice like doors that open up and close, and William's got everything laid out. And there's even like a blanket. The same blanket he had laid out on the floor is now like in the air, kind of like a sun shield,
Mm-hmm.
And everything looks nice. But William is nowhere to be seen.
What?
This motherfucker.
William's nowhere to be seen, huh?
Well, you're standing there in front of the shop, and he's not there.
Okay, well, I guess let's ask a couple of the shop people around him, like, hey, have you seen this guy? See where he went? How long has it been since he's been here?
Yeah, so you ask like the guy in the next like stall over, we'll say, And he says, "Oh yeah, that kid's been coming and going like crazy for the last couple hours. Got himself a cart and everything. Although he's got some strange things for sale."
Yeah, well, okay. So he's around. We just must have missed him, huh?
I guess so. I don't particularly keep track of him.
I got you. Okay. Well, off to the Thundering Lizard then.
All right.
There's fucking guards crawling all over this goddamn place, and I figure everything's going to be okay. I gotta have faith in William.
Faith and
Seems kind of like a fuck up. I'm gonna be honest with you.
He'll get better,
God
dude.
damn.
It's his first day on the job. He'll get better.
God damn. He just throwing that out there. He seems like a fuck up.
Look, man. He's not manning his post.
I mean, it looks nice.
It does, but
He's got a lot done in 6 hours. I'm putting my trust in William. I'm
all
walking off to the
right.
Thundering Lizard.
Let's go to the lizard, bro.
All right. As you get to the Thundering Lizard,
I want to go in there and tell that guy, or whatever. We'll wait to see what happens after we get there.
So you walk into the Thundering Lizard, and the innkeeper kind of spots you and yells, "Hey!" Kind of waves you over.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Says, "Were you expecting some sort of package?"
I was.
Says, "All right, here," and hands it to you. And in the package, somebody ready to write this down?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There is a common potion.
Like a common healing potion.
Yes. An uncommon healing potion. And then there's 2 scrolls
What kind of scrolls?
you recognize as spell scrolls.
What kind
I-
of spells?
So the first one is called Bless,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one is an invisibility scroll.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's it.
Man.
You find in the package with all this stuff a note that says, "Best of luck on your journey, Wakanga."
Wakanga.
Wakanga forever.
Okay. All right. Well, do we look around? Is that guy with the ship still here?
Oh yeah, you probably find him.
Okay. We tell him we are going to be ready to embark, and we would like him to take us to that spot we had talked about, refuge, whatever.
Refuge Bay.
Yes.
Okay. We will save that for next time.
Right.